Hello, 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 hello. It's Community Cuts presenting Simply Browsing with Danny. That's me. Did you miss me? Anyway, let's do a quick recap, shall we? Let's start with, let's see, Jussie Smollett. He's just recently been sentenced to 5 months in jail. Yay or nay? What do you think? Some people thought that the judge was going to be much tougher. They thought there was going to be a longer sentence, but some people say it's not long enough. Some people saying it's too much for the crime that he did. They just want to teach him a lesson and make an example. Maybe, I don't know. They did offer him a plea bargain, but he didn't want to take it because he said he was innocent. But I think with the facts that they have presented, it worked against him. So I guess we'll see what's going on with that. I think he'll get out. I think they put an emergency release for him because they're saying he's getting threats in jail. They have to segregate him away from the general population, but we'll see. I'm sure more to come. What else is going on? Well, in New York, let's get into New York City because I'm straight Brooklynite. But anyway, New York City, the homeless murderer, they got him. Thank goodness. This guy was going around killing homeless people for no reason. He was just putting a bullet in their head, just going up to them and shooting them. I mean, as if they're not going through enough being homeless in the cold. He decides, hey, you're just not worthy to be on this earth. I'm just going to shoot you and kill you. But what I can't understand, does anyone know that cameras exist? But I don't think anyone cares anymore. There's cameras everywhere and crime is still at a high. The MoMA, Museum of Modern Art. This guy jumped over the counter and stabbed two co-workers. Why? Why? I can't say co-workers because he didn't work there, but two people who worked at the MoMA, this MoMA, short for Museum of Modern Art. Why? Because they told him that his membership has been canceled. Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. He jumped over the counter and stabbed these two people who worked at the museum because he was upset that his membership has been canceled. I don't get it. What else is in the news? Tracy Braxton. Maybe the Braxton name is familiar. That's Toni Braxton's sister. They have 5 girls and 1 boy, and I think Tracy was the oldest. She just recently died of esophageal cancer within a year. It was aggressive, and I guess nothing else could be done. She used to be a background singer for her sister back in the day, and even put out a few singles herself. But I can't even imagine the suffering that she went through with esophageal, your swallowing mechanism, and then you probably can't eat, so you're losing a lot of weight. But they finally said that she did pass away, and it is what it is. So let's talk about the Ukraine. The Ukraine. A couple of journalist people have died. I think the recent one is a Fox News photographer who just passed away. I think they mentioned that he got caught up, the car that he was in got caught up in a bomb or something like that. And then I think last week a CNN journalist died. Let me tell you something. How do you think we get the news around the world? It's these journalists, these photographers who travel the world 365 days a year to bring us news from other countries. If that's not being a soldier of some type, I don't know, because you don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know where you're going to be. You have to rely on other people to keep you safe. And God forbid there's a language barrier, you need someone that's going to translate for you. So it's really crazy. So I mean, we're in trying times here, and with the Ukraine president, he says we're not giving up, we're pressing on, we're fighting for our country and our liberty, and they need help. They need help. They need some assistance. But I think Biden says we're not going to jump in. That's their fight. We're not going to jump in. We'll do sanctions. We'll see how that works. Are sanctions enough? Maybe. Sometimes you have to hit them in the pockets. But I think after a while, if it gets worse, I think people are going to get tired of Putin. They're going to get tired of pooning, like, you got to go. This is enough because this is our livelihood. But that's enough about around the country. Let me tell you about some upcoming things. Remember, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Remember, I told you in my last taping that there are a few things coming up with Community Cuts. And one of them is having an interview with DA Gonzalez, the Brooklyn DA. So excited. Please email me at simplybrowsing with a Z at gmail.com if you have any questions or anything in particular that you want me to address or ask him. We're having that moment. It's on April 12th at 1 p.m. And then after, I guess, we do our editing and stuff, we'll upload it. But I'm so excited. I mean, this is a busy man. So that he's giving us this time, we're so excited. So please look out. April 12th. It's coming up. It's around the corner. And also, you know what I need you to do? Community Cuts had an interview. Duke and Nancy had an interview with a guy from Ukraine. He's a Black man of African descent. And he's talking about the racism that's taking place in the Ukraine. In the midst of the chaos, there's racism, and they're being told that they got to go. They're not being helped. They're not getting on this, this bus or train to get out of the country. That you're not wanted here in the midst of the chaos. Let me tell you something, people. I don't know what to tell you, but racism exists. And just because you don't say that N word or whatever doesn't mean that you're not racist. And I'm not only talking about racist black and white racism. There's racism among Black people. Trust me, there is. Your color of your skin, if it's too light, too dark, there's racism among us. There's racism among white people. If you're Italian, you're not the real Italian. If you're this, you're from that, from Iran. I mean, it's just racism everywhere. And it's just really getting to be crazy. And I'm tired of being politically correct. I'm not one of those people. I'm not perfect, but it's like you can't say anything anymore. And it's really getting out of hand. I'm just saying, where's the love? Where is the love, people? Anyway, you know what else I wanted to tell you? Salon 718 tomorrow. What's tomorrow's date? I think tomorrow is the 16th. That's a Wednesday. They're having a complimentary blow dry at the Dumbo location, which is located in the One Hotel. If you need to look fabulous tomorrow, and tomorrow's going to be a nice day, get that complimentary blow dry and tell them that Danni sent you. But it's only for one day, Wednesday, the 16th. So hopefully if you look at this today, you will know where you have to go. So salon718.com, look us up. It's great. They're fabulous. They do great work, and will create a customer experience. Anyway, if anyone's never told you, I love you. You're worthy and you're validated. Stay focused and keep pressing on. We'll talk. Bye.